Have you ever heard the saying that the money's in the list? Well, how do you go and build that email list and generate money from it? Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to break down how I collected 714,000 emails through a simple quiz. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. As you can see here, this is my ConvertKit account. I'm not going to scroll down and show my confirmed subscribers because I don't want to breach anyone's privacy data and show their personal information. Nonetheless, as you can see here, I have 714,000 emails that I've collected, and I've done it through one simple channel, which is a quiz. On any given day, I can collect, around 3,000 emails. Some days are better than others, but it's not bad. On the weekends, I can collect less, like 1,800 to 1,900. Some weekends getting close to 2,000 emails. But generally speaking, I'm collecting a decent amount of emails through one simple thing, which is a quiz. So how can you go and do the same thing? Well, first off, there's a tool that you can check out, LeadQuizzes. I'm going to end up pulling it up so you can check it out. I've used this for a long time. It's not my company. I love it to death. It's a just simple way to generate a quiz. Funny enough, they actually have me on here on the homepage. I did not know that. I've generated a lot of emails through a quiz. What's funny is I actually look really old in this image. Nonetheless, let me break down how I generate leads through a quiz and how you can copy the same strategy that I'm doing. So let's go over to the neilpatel.com website, and I'm going to do this in a new incognito window. So neilpatel.com. As you can see here, this is my site. And let's say I scroll down, want to read a blog post or article on how to start a blog. I'm clicking, I'm a reader. I'm like, I don't care to sign in. That's quick. I don't care to click on the call to action. You know what? I want to leave the neilpatel.com website and let me go somewhere else. You see here, exit pop-up shows up, and the exit pop-up is a quiz. Want more SEO traffic? And you can end up doing something like this for LeadQuizzes. You can do, a quiz on fitness. You can do a quiz on losing weight or muscle memory or on, accounting or finance or modeling or furniture, whatever it may be. And LeadQuizzes can help you come up with ideas, but typically anything where someone can get results at the end, which is what people take a quiz for, anything that gives them a personal assessment, like what type of home decor do you like if you're selling furniture, or if you're selling art, what kind of art is right for you, or if you're trying to lose weight, get a customized meal plan, and you can do a quiz. So I've learned a few things from the quiz. First off, you don't want too many questions. Try to keep it under 10, ideally under 7 if you can, but under 10 is great and not too many responses. So I'm going to walk you through my quiz. If someone doesn't want to take it, they can click the X button. And this is answer 9 quick questions, and I'll give you a personalized 7-week action plan. So someone will put in their URL. If they try to put in their URL like neilpatel.com, it's pretty sophisticated. It'll tell them, hey, please enter in your own website. So let's say I enter ibm.com. And it'll ask you then a question. What is your SEO level experience? And what I do is you'll notice that I give a reason on why I'm asking this question. This helps us determine how much you should take on in your action plan. And I try to make the answers really simple and not have too many choices. You see here, I don't have 10 choices. If you have too many choices, what you'll find is people actually drop off. So, all right, let me select I'm a beginner. And you'll also notice in my quiz, I have a back button here. I'm not a beginner. I think I'm more of an intermediate. So people can go back and adjust the response so they can get an accurate assessment at the end. Next question. Do you know how to code or have access to developers to make changes to your website? Again, I give a reason. We want to give you an action plan that you can easily implement with your current resources. See, because if someone wants to do SEO and they don't have development skills or resources, then they would select no, and then I would give them different tips. And that's the key. Whatever quiz you're doing, you want to customize it to people because then they'll be happier with the quiz. They're more likely to put in their information and you can collect the email. How many blog posts do you produce on a monthly basis? In SEO, blogging is important. I give another reason. We want to give you a plan that works within your current marketing efforts. Well, I produce neilpatel.com. 5. Do you run paid ads? We want your plan to work with your paid ad strategy. I don't, so there's nothing there. How much revenue do you generate a month? I do an easy slider, or people can just click. If I go back, I'll actually show you how people can click, right? So they can do one other slide or click. How many employees in marketing are available to help out with this project? Sadly, it's just me. And that's important because if they have 6+, I can give them different results at the end and something that works within their resources. How many hours do you spend on SEO per week? I don't spend many. And if you notice here, I did something with my question. It's kind of leading. I don't have the word 0 there or the response of 0. Because if someone spends 0 and they don't want to spend any time, well then no matter what plan I give them, it's not going to work for them. If you have a fitness plan and someone spends 0 and they're not willing to spend any time, it's not going to work for them. So I want them to commit to a certain hour frame, 1 to 3, 4 to 7, 8+. I don't want them to commit to 0 because 0 means they're not going to get any results. Even though I don't make any money if they take this quiz, I want people to get results. So let's say 4 to 7. And then what is your marketing budget? This one has quite a bit of response fields. I need ideally pare it down, but it was really hard for me to come up with ideal response based on if they just put like 0 to 750 or 100,000 plus and not having too many options in between. So let's say they can either click or again, you can slide, right? And then it says, please wait, you completed the quiz. We'll give you assessment and we'll email it to you. So you put in your name, email, phone number. And then I have a little checkbox that says, I agree to receive my quiz results in a series of emails that'll teach me how to get more traffic. I also have read and agreed to privacy policy and terms of service. I recommend you obviously, of course, check out with your legal counsel with what you should put right there. It can work differently for every single country, but we have a disclaimer and we don't let people put in their information without selecting it. And if they, of course, don't select this, then we don't want to send out emails without their permission. And we also use bot filters to make sure people just aren't spamming others or putting in junk information in there. But that is how I built up my email list, and it's worked out really well. As you notice in the last step here, I don't have a back button because when you do that, what we find is a lot of people go back, they don't put it in. But if they get to the very end, you'll get a lot of emails, high completion rate. Over 80% of the people that get to this page put in their information, which is high converting for us. We're testing removing some questions. We found that the less questions you ask, ideally under 7, like 6, 7, you end up generating more emails and quizzes and responses than if you only asked, compared to if you ask 10 questions. And we also found that if you ask 2 little questions, like 3, it's not enough, and your completion rate may be high on the quiz, but the amount of people that put in their name and email, we found that actually drastically reduces and goes down. So we found somewhere as a sweet spot. It's around 6, 7, somewhere around there, but you should test it out because every audience is different. But this is the easiest and simplest way to generate more emails. I've tested everything from sliders to just simple exit pop-up saying, hey, put in your email for a free ebook. Nothing's worked as well as a quiz. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free and leave a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, like it, share it. If you need help with your marketing, check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital. Thank you very much.